And welcome into another episode of Off Script. And before I even get into the video, all I ask, if you enjoy these videos, if you've enjoyed past videos, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like the videos. It helps me out a lot. It helps the channel out a lot with overall growth. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. But get into the video here. Talking a little A&M football today. Last week, I went on the show with JD Pickell, my guy. And we were talking A&M versus LSU. I was thinking this might be one of those games that A&M drops just because LSU's back in the wall. Do we know kind of, Death Valley at night, kind of scary atmosphere? First off, I do have to shout out the A&M crowd for showing up. That was crazy. So shout out y'all. But man, I couldn't have been more wrong about this game. I'm the first one to admit it. When I'm wrong, I'm right here. Hey, that's on me. That's on me. But I fully am convinced now that A&M is one of the best, if not the best, team in the SEC, probably with Bama, and then close second Georgia. But it's probably Bama and A&M right there. But they're one of those teams right now that are just firing on all cylinders. And I really think you'd be crazy to kind of bet against this team or just doubt them overall the rest of the season, the way the offense and defense have been playing. And going into that a little bit more, the offense currently averaging about 38 points per game, 459.3 yards per game. So it's 21st in the nation. So not crazy numbers, but they're doing just enough to win games. And it's winning convincingly too. All of their wins, or impressive wins so far, their ranked wins, have been on the road. So that doesn't go unnoticed on my book at all. Notre Dame, LSU, all those wins, hey, they're not tested, blah, blah, blah. No. They're tested. That's on the road, and they're winning. So that's that. And then looking at this A&M defense, allowing 5.1 yards per play, 321.5 yards per game. It's 30th in the nation right now. So very similar to that offense. It's nothing crazy flashy where it's like, oh, we have one of the best defenses. No. They're just going out there. They're making plays when needed and just winning games. That's all it matters. Are they letting up X plays sometimes? Are they giving up explosive? Sure. Yes, that happens sometimes. But at the end of the day, do you have more points than the other team? Yes, and you're winning, and you're undefeated, and you're the number one team in the SEC right now. So that's all that matters. But moving on here, playing at Missouri, coming off a loss from Vandy, embarrassing loss, very gritty loss. I was at the game this past weekend, 17-10 final. Bo Perula goes down. But what I'm really looking forward to this game is the test this A&M offense has going against this Missouri defensive front. Currently 8th ranked D, allowing 4.4 yards per play, 245.8 yards per game. This is a very stout defense. I feel like this is probably the most tested you've been all year going against this defense. These are guys that are going to be playing on Sundays on the defensive front for sure. And on the flip side here, I feel like Missouri really hasn't gone against this high-caliber offense like this. I mean, you can argue Alabama, but something about Marcel Reed with the read option or throwing it to Craver or Concepcion down the field. And the one thing I will note, too, about this offense that I saw in the LSU game at least, there's nothing like crazy flashy plays to me. From what I saw, it was read option plays with Marcel and either handing it off and getting a solid gain or him pulling it and getting a pretty solid amount of yards or him scrambling to get yards. Or when he's throwing the ball, they're relatively shorter throws than maybe like a 5-yard out or like a hitch. And then the receivers are just making men miss. They're just yards after catch. That's really what I've seen from that game. And it's impressive to see. It really is. And then looking at the rest of the schedule for y'all, in my opinion, I think it's pretty favorable. Home game versus South Carolina, which I think they might give you a little fight early on, but should handle them pretty soundly. And then Samford should be a cakewalk. And then potentially another ranked road game versus Texas at the last game of the year. Rivalry game, so you'll show out for that. At Texas, like I said, should be, emotions boiling a little bit. Last year was really kind of a grudge match, low-scoring game, back and forth. So I'm excited for that one. But in my opinion, I think without a doubt, playoff lock with or without SEC championship. I'm assuming with, because even if you go 11-1, worst case you drop one, but I don't think you will drop one. I think it's 12-0, and you go to the SEC championship and get a bye week or something for the playoff. But in my opinion, as long as Marcel Reed can stay healthy and can just continue to play at the high caliber level he's playing at right now and continue to throw the ball to these talented receivers, A&M should be making a deep run in the playoff. But A&M fans, let me know what you guys think. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you guys think of the season so far, the remaining games in the season, playoff expectations. What do you have for me? I want to hear it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, like the video. God bless. I'll see you guys soon.